So the year is 2009. I'm in college. Okay. Uh, that really has nothing to do with the story. I just want you to know where I was in life at the time. Now, at the time, for quite some time at the time, they had been advertising the new Bionic Commandos coming out. The new Bionic Commandos coming out. Blah blah blah. And I was excited. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't in like an overzealous way, but I was excited. Reason I was excited because I was one of the people that had freaking Bionic Commando on on my NES when I was a kid. And I used to play the shit out of that game. Loved it. It was what you expected, from a game on Nintendo back then, had the little sprite running around. He has a little bit of life to him because he looks like a little character with a little mechanized arm with his little shades on and picking up the guns and the bazookas and so on and so forth. I equate the original Bionic Commando with the same love that I had for Nintendo for the Jurassic Park game I had on Nintendo. They were kind of the same thing, little sprite character. You know what I mean? Anyway, I was excited. They had been advertising, oh, it's been like 20 years. We bringing back Bionic Commando. And I was like, oh, damn. What? I want that. I need that. If for nothing else, a very much needed trip down memory lane. You know what I mean? At the time. This is 2009 again. So they, I didn't pre order it. I learned my lesson because your pre-orders are very funny. They tell you you ain't really a fan if you ain't pre-ordering it, that type of shit. But realistically, you really, you pre-order it and whatnot, and you might get some perks for doing that. But to be honest with you, you don't even know if you really gonna like the shit or not. You've already paid for it. And that and what's the name turned me off from pre-ordering shit. I could have easily been a pre-orderer because you could save a lot of money pre-ordering, especially when I was working minimum wage jobs. You go in each paycheck, take like $5, $10, whatever you could afford, and just put the money towards the purchase of that until it finally pre-ordering has its benefits, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna be honest with you, uh GameStop kind of turned me off from wanting to pre-order shit. Oh, if you pre-order this, we'll give you this keychain and we'll give you like such and such amount credit if you decide that you want to bring it back like a day later. It's just like, well, what if I decide I don't like it and I do bring it back a day later? What you got for me? Oh, well, we'll give you, okay, it's going to release at, $60, but we're going to give you a whole $10 if you bring it back 24 hours later. Now, if I bring it back the very next day while it's still technically new, I'm not getting into that. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all fucking shopped at GameStop before. Leave it in the comment section. Tell me you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, and that wasn't just one time. It's 1,000 times that I got the point. I was like, I'm not even fucking with y'all no more. I'm tired of this shit. Fuck y'all pre-order over here somewhere. I'll pre-order with Amazon. They know how to do it. Fuck no, we're not doing this. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm sorry. I went into it. So it comes out. I'm not gonna pre-order it. I'm gonna wait, see what people say first. But I'm gonna be honest with you, my mind's made up. I'm not gonna wait too long. And I didn't. It was gonna be in that day, but you hold out in the early part of the day so you can find out in the later part of the day. So I keep my ear. I'm ear hustling, listening to people, listening to the internet, and not really people that I know, because nobody on the day it came out, nobody that I knew had bought the damn thing or even considered it. I was one of very few. And I said, you know what? Fuck that. I was talking to a friend of mine that I was in school with, and he was like, yeah, man, because he was like, I was a fan of Bionic Commando NES too. Let me know how it is, you know, because we were both in class, but we were looking at freaking like the different review boards, IGN, GameSpot, whoever else was dropping reviews for it. The reviews were very regular, very pitiful. Very, it ain't bad, but it ain't good. It's kind of right down the middle. And I was like, oh, that is the ultimate disappointment. I really wanted this game. How y'all gonna do that to me? And then common sense kicked in where it was like, wait, why the fuck am I listening to y'all? I don't know you motherfuckers. Y'all done gave fucking 10 out of 10s on shit that I know for a fact I didn't agree with. So this kind of when it just kind of clicked. I'm like, hey, these motherfuckers, I don't agree with shit they say. Cause they done fucking perfect scored bullshit and on multiple occasions. So not getting into that either, but you know what I'm talking about. Leave it in the comments. You know what I'm talking about. So uh I say fuck it. I'm not listening to y'all. I get out of school that day. I go to I forget what that game store was called. It wasn't GameStop. It was like another kind of third party downtown Los Angeles. It was a third party place. I was like, all right, I get in my business. And I went there and they was like, oh yeah, tell us what you think. If you come back, I was like, oh yeah, I will for sure. I bought the damn thing. I took it home. I gave my a full Hail Mary. I said, let me try. I want to enjoy this game. Let me get the negativity that I've read on. Let me get it out of my mind. And then I started playing. And that game was so goddamn good. It was fucking ridiculous. What the hell they talk about? It's a meager minor ain't that shit was the shit. What the fuck else did you need? It went from a 2D platform to a full 3D game. I was fuck. Look here, between you and me, Sony's Spider-Man, which blew all the competition out of the water, admittedly. They gave all the comparisons for Sony Spider-Man to the Batman Arkham games because of how you dodge and act and react and so on and so forth. But I found it funny because I've played both. The similarities between Bionic Commando 2009 and Sony's rendition of Spider-Man has so many goddamn similarities, I could puke. Nobody said anything. Nobody liked the swinging around the city when you were doing it with Bionic Commando, but we love swinging around the city when it's Spider-Man. Okay, difference? Well, the only real difference is that one has guns and bazookas and grenades and is blasting motherfuckers. There's one scene in the game where you have to take out dudes in this abandoned skyscraper, like the one he's at right now, right there. And I'm swinging around the building in a circle because they light my ass up. So I'm just going around, just 360 degrees of gunfire, bitch. It was the most satisfying shit you will ever see in your life. And it got very little credit for any of that joy that it got. And this game started beautifully and ended beautifully. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And then they just never thought about it ever again. I still play this game. I got it on Steam. The shit is the shit. It was perfect. Could they make another game? Yes. Could they make it better? Yes. Only improvements from here on up. But to completely shelf and forsake something that worked, dope. And I'm pretty sure that they liked it too. I just think that once it gets a bad review online, that's it. Nobody wants to fuck with it anymore. Kiss my ass.